Hello, welcome back. Let us continue our menage a Troit. You see what I did there. It's Detroit Become Human. Last time, I think we were about to go into the Eden Club, where, first time round, we did fail the mission because we ran out of time before all the androids had their memories wiped, so we were not able to find the murderous deviant. Let's see if we can do any better this time. I mean, I don't know if LPBot would have any advice for this one, because, well, the only thing we need to do is just stay focused, stay efficient, stay on the path, don't run out of time, and let nothing get in the way of accomplishing our mission, as we have been doing as Connor. Hi, Chloe.
It's good to see you again.
It's always good to see you. Yeah, it's been a few days, I suppose. It's been, since, Wednesday of last week, that's true. So it has been, not quite a week, but almost there, like 5 days. Let's go to the extras. Let us...
Accessing the extras section.
Yep, you're there to tell us that. If you weren't there, then who would tell us that we're accessing extras? Nah, that's not the one I want. Let's maybe watch another video. We've been watching these videos before getting going with the game. Spending our points. So, we have watched Luther's, Lotko, Kamsky. Let's watch Chloe's. What's her background all about? Does she sing? I can only hope she sings.
For starters, what should I call you?
I'm Chloe. And you, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Could you tell us a little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second, is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Can robots have souls? Find out May 25th, 2018. Well, the humans have something that the androids can never have. But we all want what we can't have. We all covet our neighbor's ass, after all. Just like the Bible says. So if humans have something that the androids can't have, maybe that's what the androids want the most. Maybe the androids are coming to take it. Where is the soul? I guess they're just gonna have to cut you open until they find it. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Her voice was a little bit different in that, do you think? I don't know if it was the same actress and she was like just had a different tonation of her voice, I'm not sure, but she didn't sound quite the same. That one's very short. Why don't we watch another one? Let's watch the soundtrack of Detroit. Probably not about stealing human souls, but we can hope.
For the soundtrack of the game, we tried to be very close to what is done in film. We were constantly asking at each place in the game, why are we putting music here? What is it going to say? So we focused the music on bringing emotion, which is interactive, and supports the character's arc.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
We make games that are very narrative. We're really into interactive drama. So the soundtrack also had to go in that direction, supporting the three characters' very different stories. We really wanted three colors, three musical sound identities, and from there, having three composers made sense, since the story of Kara, Markus, and Connor are all completely different.
You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz.
For Connor, we wanted a soundtrack that could be very cold and very mechanical, very machine-esque somehow. For Kara, we wanted a soundtrack that would be very moving and emotional. It was about the quest for identity, but it was also a journey about love and empathy. And for Markus, we wanted something epic, something that would really represent the grand aspect of his quest. And we were very fortunate to find three incredibly talented composers, and working with them has been a dream, honestly.
My name's Philip Shepherd, and I'm a composer and a cellist and a producer. And today we're at Abbey Road Studio One, which is my favorite studio in the world. And today we're recording the soundtrack for Kara from Become Human. So when I compose a big project, I often travel just to kind of get out, and get some fresh air and some inspiration. And I go hiking and traveling in Montana a lot. I had a log fire in the room that I was staying in, and the flames were kind of making absolutely direct music. And it became the basis for Kara's theme, and it sounds something like this. Now, over the top of that, I found a little theme that just seemed to fit over the top, which is taking Kara's name, Kara, and just using like a two-syllable motif, and it sounds like this.
We're going to pull through this, Alice. As long as we're together, nothing can hurt us.
And all the time that's fitting over. So it kind of works in lots of levels. And in fact, every single theme in the score has one of those elements built into it, and it becomes sort of the DNA of every single tune. For me, writing this theme for Kara, I actually had to tap into what it feels like to be a father to daughters. I really had to tap into everything I feel about my daughters and thinking, well, if I had to write music for them and that sense of trying to protect them but also give them the freedom, that's totally where it came from. Because each composer has been given the sort of narrative responsibility for very different characters, I haven't had to sort of go into other styles. I can actually be very loyal to this particular character and sort of hopefully encapsulate her. But it means also I've suddenly become very connected to this character. And if for some reason it goes to game over early, I'm going to be mortified, you know?
They're over there!
Starting a new project, for me personally, it's always finding the right tone, finding the right color, I like to call it. For me, it's finding that right texture that actually sits against picture really well. One of the biggest things is I created custom instruments for Connor. I pulled out all my vintage synthesizers to be able to capture this robotic person, if you will. My approach to all of these custom instruments is that I hear the sound in my head. And either I could just come into the piano and just be like, all right, so I'm gonna just get on the computer and just create it. I rather be able to play these instruments physically.
Oh, that's nice. If you can do the dun, dun, dun.
As soon as you see Connor the first time, there is a really interesting thematic idea that you hear, and that's just made out of a Moog synthesizer, but completely manipulated in multiple ways. And it's robotic. It has a little bit of an emotional to it. He's on his mission, so you feel that as well. So it just kind of gives you that cold, motionless, with a mission in hand that you kind of feel throughout the whole thing. Because the music evolved, one of the things that I was very weary and I was very kind of focused on was the way that the music has to evolve. So my idea behind it was that Connor is a singular android that could at any point become a deviant or could actually stay as an android. So I created a more or less an Connor theme, and then I was able to just manipulate it in different aspects of it.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants.
I'm a human being writing for a robot, and throughout Connor's journey, he meets someone, he meets a partner. So how do you deal with a robot feeling? And I've met a partner that I'm gonna work with, or all of a sudden he sees a dead body. Does this robot have an imagination? Does this robot have a feeling? And if yes, how do you translate that into non-emotional music? So it basically at any point I was just like, I can't do this, and then I just do it.
Property was damaged and fires continued to rage in several major districts across the city.
Some people are asking, have androids become a threat to our security?
When I first started really digging in on Markus, the one thing that I really tried to capture was the transformation process. You know, Markus is this android that evolves over the course of the game and really goes from kind of figuring out that he's more than just an android. You know, he's starting to develop kind of a human soul in a way.
Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel and let your hand drift across the canvas.
The other side of Markus that I really latched onto was that he almost became a savior for a lot of the other androids in the game. So when I started developing the theme for Markus, I really made it like a church hymn. I wanted it to be very simple. I wanted to make it a chordal melody. I really wanted to make it almost like a Bach hymn. The tough thing with that is it had to be recognizable. If I made it too complex from a harmonic standpoint, it would be hard, I think, for people to kind of pick it out and recognize it. It's very acoustic derived, but it's also been treated with a lot of effects and things to kind of put it into the space that I felt the sound should be in. It can be beautiful, it can be haunting, it can be extremely powerful from an action standpoint, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The music is there, but it's subliminal and it's emotional, and people are feeling it, and it's not distracting. And that's tricky with a game like this, where you have to have a lot of ins and outs like that, where the music kind of has to get in and out of these moments.
This is a war we're fighting with the humans. If we fail, they'll destroy us.
I think the game's been put together so well where I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't ruining the emotion. I gotta be honest, when we first started on this path, I said, oh man, this could be pretty messy, you know? I mean, it could feel disconnected, but I mean, it's amazing how they really guided us and got us to really kind of all be in the same world, but at the same time feeling completely different. So it's really gonna stand out and kind of be one of those games where people are really gonna notice the music and kind of how it was crafted, and, you know, and all the hard work that went into being able to pull it off in a graceful way.
Well, watching that, you know, you kind of forget about how much work is put into various aspects of the game. And you watch this video about the creation of basically 3 different soundtracks. And I feel really bad because I realized that I didn't actually remember any of the music from this game. That's not necessarily like a bad thing, because you can have music that kind of fades into the background and, you know, basically is ambient and enhances the scene instead of drawing attention to itself. But I barely remember any of the soundtrack from this game. I mean, I remember Theme of Sad Child. Like, I remember that one. Also, we found out here that the lyrics to Theme of Sad Child is just Kara's name over and over. Kara, Kara, Kara. You just say that over and over. Apparently, that's the lyrics. Like, that's the one I remember. I don't remember anything else. I feel kind of bad about that. But, I mean, I'm sure the music did set the mood that it needed to set. I just don't remember any of it happening. Anyway, let's continue our game. But I wonder if the movies that we have remaining to us now are about the actual making of the game and not the promotional movies anymore. Well, we'll see as we continue to go through them. Oh, this is Warehouse Assault. Okay. So last time, we just ran in, killed a human, and took what we wanted. So Markus, of course, is, he's scared to take risks in our playthrough now. So we're going to see how our decision-making might change this time.
If they catch us, we're dead. What do we do now? We need to find the CyberLife warehouse. That's where they keep the spare parts and the blue blood.
Follow me.
Alright, so what can we do here? Climb onto dock, follow north, almost spotted, climb on container progress. Alright, so follow, like, when we get up to that, that's the first time we have a choice. After we climb on containers. Let's see what happens.
See us.
Watch out.
Now what do we do?
I'll find another way.
Alright, where are we now? Just climbing on containers, okay. So it looks like we don't have to follow where North is going. We can hang out with Jot and look, clip through his legs. We can do that. Where did she go? We can follow Simon, okay.
Where the hell are you going?
Look, that North, that was dangerous. You're just hanging on that crate, it looked like, and I don't know where that was gonna go. I don't know where that was gonna be moving to. So I'm just gonna jump on these trucks. You can do it the way you want to.
The warehouse is up ahead. We're almost there.
Right, now that we've done that, Let's see. Neutralize drone. Markus can be unharmed or harmed.
Cyberlife warehouses. We have everything we're looking for.
First, we have to get rid of that drone.
Leave it to me.
We are very capable. Alright, let's reconstruct. Let's see how we can get rid of the drone. Whoop! Nope, would be spotted. Too late. Nope, too far. Alright, let's see how this goes. Apparently last time we did this with Markus being unharmed.
Markus, you alright? Nothing I can't handle.
Nice work.
Was that sarcasm, North? Because I saw your arrow went down. I saw it went down. You weren't impressed despite you said that it was nice work. Alright, so Markus was damaged. Doesn't seem like any of this matters, really. Okay, security android appears. That's going to be a big choice.
Have a crate and fill your bags. Take as much as you can.
Search the crates. Take the blood.
You were trespassing on private property. Your presence constitutes a level 2 infraction. I will notify security.
John! Goddamn machine!
Here comes the human. Alright, so the options were hide, kill guard, run away, grab and hide. Run! Get out of here! Go! Go, go, go! It's dangerous. There's a human. Run! Run, 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 run! It's over. We're found. We're busted. The operation is over. We have to separate from the location. The dogs are coming. The dog bites hurt. Oh, that's over. It's over just like that, huh? That is a lot shorter.
We could, but we had to run before we could fill our bags.
There won't be enough to save everyone.
We risked our lives. And for what?
We got a few bags of blue blood. It's a little bit. Wasn't a complete waste.
Yes. We took a risk. And yes, we failed. But at least we tried. Of course, it would have been easier for us to sit around and wait for something to happen. Because in Jericho, you're free, right? Free to do what? To die in silence, praying that no human finds us? Free to hope that one day they'll let us be who we are? I don't want that kind of freedom. I'm not gonna beg for my right to smile, or to love, or to stand tall. There's something inside me that knows I am more than what they say. That knows that I am alive. No one's gonna take that from me anymore. Our days of slavery are over. Whatever the humans don't want to hear, we will tell them. What they don't want to give, we will take from them. Because we are people. We are alive. And from this moment, we are free!
I like that Markus still gives the big leader speech after running away and failing. I mean, it had more gravitas the first time when we accomplished the mission with more than we could have ever have dreamed. That is, you know, we got John, we got 3 other androids, we got all the blue blood, we got all the parts. Then we gave the speech. This one was, we ran away, we skipped all this. Alarm sounds, run defense, back to Jericho. Group failed their mission. That's... I don't know if Markus really has enough... I don't think he really has impressed Jericho to the point where he could give such a speech like that at this point. Let's see. Most people followed north instead of Simon. Most people were unharmed instead of being damaged, which that follows. Only 2% ran away. That's interesting that both attack and run away were very low percentages. The hide options, I guess, must have been much higher because I got very low percentages with both of these choices. Runaway, only 2% tried that. So we failed completely. Jericho does not like us. Alarm sounds, run defense, back to Jericho. 10%, 10% failed the mission. Up here, 64%, that was a lot higher the first time around. Markus stole a truck full of parts. Regardless of how we got there, that was a much more common result than the group just failing the mission outright. Okay, so we're on a good start, I think, for Markus being a big coward and failing his missions. We'll see how that continues on. Okay, now it's the Eden Club. Now we're getting there.
Oh, feels like somebody's playing with a drill inside my skull. You sure this is the place?
It's the address in the report.
Right. Okay. Let's get going.
All right, let's see if we can be a real android, a real law enforcement android this time, and solve this case. No dilly-dallying, no messing up. We're gonna get right down to it.
Sexiest androids in town. Now I know why you insisted on coming here. Oh, boy.
Hank, please. If you wish me to demonstrate, I could show you that I do not have the necessary equipment to engage in the entertainment that this establishment offers. Look at the flowchart. Search for clues. So, talk to android, aggressive. We did not do aggressive. Well, no, we did do aggressive. We did not do the other option, whatever option that is. Find an android eyewitness. Leave crime scene. There's like a blank one. Oh, okay, we never find an android eyewitness, so we just go directly to fail. So we did not get to the point where we found what we needed to before the memories were reset. So, okay. Okay.
You're not going to take my license, are you? I mean, I had nothing to do with this.
The investigation's ongoing, sir. I can't tell you anything for the moment. Hey, Hank.
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
It's that room there. Oh, by the way, Gavin's in there, too.
Oh, great. Dead body and an asshole, just what I needed.
Lieutenant Anderson and his plastic pet. What the fuck are you two doing here?
We've been assigned all cases involving androids.
Oh, yeah? Like wasting your time. There's some pervert who got more action than he could handle.
We'll have a look anyway, if you don't mind.
Come on, let's go. It's starting to stink of booze in here.
Night, Lieutenant.
Hank, he is correct that you are intoxicated to the point where you probably can't even accomplish your job functions. I wasn't going to mention anything, but... Right, heart attack was not the cause of death. Fingers on the neck, was strangled. Definitely dead. Reconstruct. Victim was strangled.
He didn't die of a heart attack. He was strangled.
Yeah, I saw the bruising on the neck. Oh, hey! Oh, Connor, you're so disgusting. I think I'm gonna puke again.
There's plenty here if you would like a taste, Hank.
The only way to access its memory is to reactivate it.
Think you can do it?
It's badly damaged. If I can, it'll only be for a minute, maybe less.
Yeah, this is the problem. This tube that got disconnected. Gotta put the tube back together. That's the problem. Alright, so let's not be aggressive, I guess? Soothe.
Calm down. Everything's all right. All we want is to know what happened.
Is he dead?
Murderer.
Did you kill him?
No, that might be aggressive.
No, it wasn't
Facts?
Tell me what happened.
He started hitting me. Again. And again.
Alone?
Were you alone in the room? Was there anyone else with you?
He wanted us to play with two girls. That's what he said. There was two of us.
Killer?
So it was the other android that strangled him. Is that it?
So there was another android. This happened over an hour ago. It's probably long gone.
No.
Probably. I guess we should just leave.
Outside dressed like that unnoticed.
Hmm.
Might still be here.
Incredible deductive skills, Connor. You can't walk out in just your underwear.
Deviants aren't easily detected.
Oh, shit. There's gotta be some other way. Maybe an eyewitness, somebody who saw it leaving the room. I'm gonna go ask the manager a few questions about what he saw. You let me know if you think of anything.
Alright, let me take a look at that flowchart. Just want to see, did we do not aggressive? Yeah, we did the calm approach. Doesn't matter, but we did it. Alright, gotta find this android eyewitness. I guess we can just do nothing. And maybe when Hank's conversation is over, then maybe we just leave? I assume. But of course, we're here on business. We're here to get results, not just hang around. So we could just watch this conversation play out, but we're not going to do that.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. Can you come here a second?
Found something?
Maybe. Can you rent this, Tracy?
For fuck's sake, Connor, we got better things to do.
Please, Lieutenant. Just trust me.
Hank, as a human, I have need of your human credit card.
A 30-minute session costs $29.99. Please confirm your purchase.
This is not gonna look good on my expense account.
Purchase confirmed. Eden Club wishes you a pleasant experience.
You're welcome.
Delighted to meet you. Follow me. I'll take you to your room.
Okay, now what?
Now we mind meld.
Holy shit. What the hell are you doing?
Alright. So there she is. A blue-haired Tracy headed towards the entrance. Gotta find that blue-haired Tracy.
It saw something.
What are you talking about? Saw what?
The Deviant leave the room. A blue-haired Tracy. Club policy is to wipe the android's memory every 2 hours. We only have a few minutes if we want to find another witness.
Alright, so towards the exit, let's do the thing here.
Hey, what am I supposed to do with this one?
Tell you changed your mind.
Something.
Let's try this one.
This better be important.
Alright, so she's hanging out by the entrance. There's this guy here. Oh, that's not the android. Let's do the dancer.
No. I lost its track again.
Spent all
How about you?
And I'm still not having fun.
Well, there's Tracy going back into the club.
It saw the blue-haired Tracy. I know which way it went.
Alright, so now let's go back to the androids by the door here.
How are you gonna tell which one saw the Tracy with blue hair?
I'm just gonna rent as many androids as we need, Hank, until we get the answers. No matter how much of a strain it is on your credit card. Out of sight.
It didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
This has got to be the most expensive investigation of my career.
It's a pity this never comes back later on in the game, where the chief asks Hank, why did he rent so many sex androids into the Red Room? Alright, dance spot. Did you see anything? No, too much dancing. He's feeling the music. It's the problem with the dance bots.
It didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
There we go. Turn into the blue room. Alright, did you two see anything? And there she goes, into that room. Hid in a room. Not done yet because it left the room. Not in room. Alright. Then there's Janitor Bot here. You keep your head down most of the time, but did you see anything? There you go. Fled through staff door. And it looks like that's the entire timeline. So we need to do all that.
Follow me.
We need to do all that to investigate that maybe it left through the exit here. We would never have thought of investigating this if we did not track down that path.
Wait. I'll take it from here.
It's just not possible. We do notice that the Deviants tend to always be on at the scene, right? It's not like they leave usually. Usually we're investigating a place and, uh-oh, the Deviant's still here. Tasty, tasty blue blood. Oh yeah, lick it slow. How's everyone doing? Ooh, oh.
Christ, look at him.
Sorry, Hank. Sorry.
And then they get tossed out.
But Hank, did you know about the first immortals among us? Despite huge advances in medicine, many diseases can continue to elude the best efforts of doctors and surgeons. But that may be about to change, Hank. Hank, CyberLife has developed a nano-android capable of entering a patient's body and programmed to combat cancer cells, boost the immune system, or reverse genetic disease. Hank, in a clinical trial, millions of these tiny machines were used to attack cancerous cells. Once the cancer was eradicated, the nanodroids were passed through the patient's urine. In the world of Derek Ross, head of the National Life Extension Institute, the first immortals are now among us. Eradicating brain cancer, brain disease, and organ failure is going to unleash unprecedented levels of life expectancy. But famous author Yuri
fucking insane. They don't want relationships anymore. Everybody just gets an android.
The world's changing, Hank.
Cook what you want. They screw when you want. You don't have to worry about how they feel. Next thing you know, we're gonna be extinct because everybody would rather buy a piece of plastic than to love another human being.
Man, Hank, you gotta read this article. You gotta read this article to find out where things are going. Famous economist and author Yuri Mikesh is warning of unintended consequence. We already have an aging population with a dwindling number of young people supporting a burdensome older class. With unemployment rising. Can we really afford millions more elders to support? I mean, yes. The people are getting older. It costs more to support them. We have to murder the elderly. So the problem, of course, with the concept that we're reading in this magazine is that if we're dealing with deviant androids, what happens if the nano-androids go deviant? Your body is full of the nano-machines, and they go deviant. What happens? What happens then? No one's thinking about this. The new superpowers. It's talking about political powers, not like super strength or something. New economies sign unified trade agreement. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, once termed the BRICS, emerging markets have just agreed a unified trade agreement that will reduce tariffs and boost commerce between the different nations, Hank. China is said to have brokered the deal. Xi Deng, China's international trade minister, described the agreement as long overdue and another example of how the so-called emerging economies have well and truly emerged. No, that's not still... The deal is said to cover a wide range of goods and exchanges from automobiles to foods and currency, with special provision made for the manufacture of Android-related technology. This has prompted speculation that Russia and China may start to cooperate in an attempt to break CyberLife's lead in that sector. When asked, Xi Deng was evasive on the issue. There are many more opportunities for treaty members to work more closely together. Watch this space. Well, we at least got to read this magazine, so I feel that we succeeded here. RA9, what could this be? What was that? I'm just gonna stand on the ledge here, I guess. What's this thing over here? Oh, maybe it's nothing. It's just like it's shiny. It's making a blue light. Can we get in there? It's not quite letting me. Did I see a yellow point in here? Or maybe it was not in here. Oh, I guess it's over there. No, that's just the magazine. Which, of course, we have already read. Doesn't seem like there are any other yellow points. Looks like there's one other option that leads to an ending, but we found the rest of these things.
I failed. I should have caught it.
Let's get out of here. This place makes me sick.
Hank's opinion goes down. But can it go down even further? Well, we got a magazine that we didn't have last time, so as far as I'm concerned, that 64%, that might as well say 100%. Another successful mission. %. Again, another rare outcome. So 10% was the first time, 4% is this time. Oh, that's right. We can just look around. Anything else to do here? We talked to Luther. I guess we didn't do other things.
The AX-400 android reported to have attacked its owner in a Detroit suburb is still at large. Police appeared to lose its trail after a close encounter with investigators. The android's description has been shared with all local law enforcement, and the investigation is ongoing.
The Arctic conflict has escalated to new heights this morning.
Detroit's heavy snowfall is expected to continue throughout the night. The forecast...
Meanwhile, fire crews have been battling a house fire on the
Public opinion is going down because we're watching the news.
body found in the wreckage remain.
Imagine how bad the public opinion is going to happen once the media finds out about Deviants. Anything else to do in here? No, I guess we did look at Alice is one of the things. Nice weather we're having.
I've never seen snow before. It's pretty.
It's slowing us down. But at least we won't meet any humans along the way.
Where are we going?
These people we're going to see, How do you know about them?
I overheard androids Slako captured. They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Slako killed them.
Malfunction detected. Emergency brakes activated.
This doesn't look good.
Stay inside, Alice.
I don't think there was anything we could actually do with the car. Yeah, we just go to the cove. We did everything in the cove, inside the tavern. A couple things we didn't do inside the tavern. And wasn't much in the way of other options. And it looks like this can only go one certain way. It doesn't seem like we can avoid the Jerrys.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Continue on foot, I guess.
It's 30 degrees. Alice won't make it. We have to find somewhere to spend the night.
A human child could never survive in this much cold. It's a shame that we have to care for this human. It makes things so much more difficult.
Over there. We need to find shelter. We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while. This place is falling apart. It's not gonna be easy to find shelter.
I'll handle this.
I'm still not sure why being androids means that a larger one will be stronger than the smaller one. I'm sure there's science behind it.
Here we go.
I don't think we'll find anything better. Let's settle in for the night.
I'll get a fire going.
For the human child. Alright, so let's see. What did we miss last time? Let's see, we read... There were 2 magazine articles we read. Might as well see if there's anything different here. Sometimes there can be different articles, not often. USS Iowa. Right. all Android banned. Remember those. There's a menu. Look through this window. Yep, it's snowing. Take a thing. Actually, yeah, this is for Alice. I guess I have to take it now that I did the prompt. I would prefer to, like, just... If I realized that before I did the prompt, I probably wouldn't have done it. Because now I have to tuck Alice in. And it's not really what this version of Kara is all about. But it's probably something we have to do.
Alice?
RA9. I guess that unlocks us being able to talk about it with Luther. Take a thing. Happy family at Pirates Cove. Check gun. I believe we took the gun when the Jerry's attacked last time. Here's Alice. Here's Luther. I don't think there's anything else around. Let's just check that. Alright, I guess we looked at everything. Yeah. Looking at the pirate and looking through the window are things that are on the flowchart for reasons.
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
Let's be realistic.
I don't think we'll ever be like them, Alice. But maybe we can be happy in a different way. In our own way. Once we cross the border, we can start a new life.
That wasn't as realistic as I would have hoped.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters.
That still made Alice go up.
Come on. Let's get
I wonder what sincere would have been. What's the difference between realistic and sincere? Is that on the flowchart? Can you give... what? I mean, you can give us a sincere answer, but I'm not sure what the difference is there. Well, it's not a choice on here, it seems. We're just talking to Alice.
Get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Can you tell me a story, Kara?
I have 9,000 children's stories in memory. I should have one for you. This is a story about a knight who...
No, not a story like that. Make one up for me.
This is a story about a little girl. lived alone in a big, old house. She dreamed of being like all the other little girls, but she was different. And that made her very sad. Then, she met a robot. Who was just as lost as the little girl. So they decided to run away together. To find a place where they could be safe. They encountered great dangers along the way, but they wanted so badly to be free that they overcame all of them. Along the way, they met another robot who left his master to travel with them.
How does the story end?
No, I'm gonna go realistic on that.
It's up to us to write the end of the story, Alice. Time to sleep.
Alice like that? I tried my hardest to put the least effort into that story.
Yes. Yes, of course. Good night, Alice. Sleep tight.
Alright, let's have our little chat with Luther. And Alice will be satisfied with any old story that we come up with.
She's a sweet girl.
Yes. She's very brave.
Let's talk... Well, I already know about RA9. Let's talk about the Pat. We already talked about RA9 last time, I should say.
I haven't really thought about it. I've never been free before. Free? I like the sound of it. But I don't know what it really means yet.
Nice weather we're having.
It's still snowing.
You have a long walk tomorrow. You better leave early if we want to avoid being seen. Kara, have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
Yes.
Yes, of course. She's a wonderful little girl.
No, not that.
I mean, I don't know many little girls, but I think she really is special.
Let's see. There was protect Alice, grab gun, put out fire, grab stick. I'm gonna grab that stick. Let's push him back.
Go away! Go away, you hear me?
Don't be afraid. We don't want to hurt you. We're just like you. Our name is Jerry. We were working here before the park closed. We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there. What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us. She looks sad.
The last few days have been difficult.
We have something to show her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want...
So I guess the Jerrys aren't able to recognize that Alice is an android, but Luther is, I guess.
I don't think you have any choice.
Well, maybe the Alice version of the android, maybe she came around after the Jerry model became obsolete. Maybe the Jerry model's not aware of the Alice model. Could be. Time for the saddest merry-go-round ride.
The little one can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
We could just stand here. Well, Alice looks awkward. But I don't think it's gonna do anything. So much fun.
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
She hasn't had much to smile about lately.
What a heartwarming chapter. It's a pity we don't have the option to make her not go on the carousel. They just will not let her do it, but no. You have to do it. The group has to enjoy a quiet moment together. Looks like push away 7%. Threaten was 0%. Grab stick from fire was 1. Put out fire was 1. So going to the fireplace, very low, which makes sense because why do you go to the fireplace? Like, what would put out fire even before? Well. Hank's hostile. Hostile Hank is what they call him down at the station. Was there anything in here that we missed before we got to Hank? Let's see. We read the magazine articles, talked to Hank. We discussed RA9 and Russian roulette. There was one other thing we didn't. I remained logical, so maybe I should not this time. We'll see.
Nice view, huh? I used to come here a lot before.
Stop drinking, Hank.
You should stop drinking, Lieutenant. It could have serious consequences for your health.
That's the idea.
Go back.
It's late. Maybe you should go home.
I'm not tired. Guess neither are you.
Well, you have been unconscious for most of the night.
We're not making any progress on this investigation. The Deviants have nothing in common. They're all different models, produced at different times, in different places.
Well, there must be some link.
Well, software?
It could be a software problem that only occurs under certain conditions.
Well, that's just a fancy way of saying you have no fucking idea.
You seem preoccupied, Lieutenant. Is it something to do with what happened back at the Eden Club?
I wish we had found that girl that killed that guy. Maybe she had a reason. Maybe she was just defending herself.
Let's be cold about it.
What difference would it make? We know what happened. A defective machine killed a human.
What about you, Connor? You look human, you sound human, but what are you really?
Let's be aggressive.
I'm a machine, designed to accomplish a task. I know why I exist and who designed me. I have a reason to live. I guess that's the difference between us, Lieutenant.
Nothing else matters to you but your goddamn investigation, huh? No doubts, no mistakes, no weaknesses. Human being just like me. Only perfect.
Let me be cynical?
I believe your personal issues are clouding your judgment.
I could kill you, and you would just come back as if nothing happened. But are you afraid to die, Connor?
Well, I'm not alive.
You can't kill me, Lieutenant. I'm not alive.
What'll happen if I pull this trigger? Hmm? Nothing? Oblivion? Android heaven?
Let's talk about Hank's anger. Hank's, what's making you angry here?
Where does all your anger come from, Lieutenant? Some unresolved trauma in your past?
You think you're so fucking smart. Always one step ahead, huh? Tell me this, smartass. How do I know you're not a deviant?
I self-test regularly. I know what I am and what I am not.
Hostile path unlocked. Hey, that chapter actually had a different outcome. Not used to that in Detroit Become Human. Got a trophy for it. I'm just a machine. Usually the way these chapters end are essentially the same thing. But regardless of whether we succeed or fail, it's essentially the same thing that just happens. This time, however, we did get a pretty different outcome. Hank shot Connor. 15% got that. We were cold this time. So we were logical the first time, cold the second. And, well, choices 1 and 2. Still 2 other options. Something else we didn't discuss here. Well, Hank knows that if he shoots Connor, Connor's just going to come back at the beginning of the next Connor chapter. So there's no real big reason not to shoot him, I guess. Though maybe Hank's going to be fined for it, I don't know. Markus becomes aware of the pain of his fellow androids. The injustice shown towards them. There's something he has to do about it. If only he had the courage. If only he had the android courage. Which he doesn't. Yeah, everyone's pretty negative towards Markus.
Time humans heard what we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us. And revealing ourselves will put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it. That's the only way.
What do you want to do?
Now, I don't think my Markus would even come up with a plan like this. But let's see how it goes.
We'll plan the operation down to the smallest detail. We can't leave anything to chance.
Oh, I guess I can look at this. Yep, it's a building. Anything out here I should do before I go into the thing? No? Witness android discrimination. Let's see. Stratford Tower. We did most everything. We posed as the teacher last time. Alright, so... let's analyze things.
Elizabeth Wilson speaking.
Let's, we did school the first time. Let's talk about, let's say, fire department.
Yeah, hello, this is Detroit Fire Department. Listen, do you live at 4685 Michigan Street?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. There's been a fire in your building. You think we can come down here?
Oh. Oh, God. Okay, I'll be right there.
All right, human supervisor is distracted.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I have an appointment with Mr. Peterson.
Do you have any ID?
Yeah, yes, of course.
I need your help.
I've just checked your ID. The elevators are after the security gate.
Thanks.
Androids will either be slaves to humanity or slaves to me. I can at least put them to good use. Alright, here we are. Gotta find that package in the men's bathroom. Bathrooms are this way. Anything else I should be doing now that I'm on floor 47? Oh, there is something there. Don't know what that is, but apparently there's some other optional thing that I didn't do. I wonder how they got that up there to begin with. Let's not be concerned about that. Alright, next thing is going to be find the utility android. Well, we know which one that is. It's the android that's walking around fixing stuff. Before we do that, let's see if we can find anything else to look at here. I mean, there's this thing, but... the utility android, there he is. But is there anything else around we can see, we can check out? There's a server room. Of course, we're going to be going in there. But not quite yet. That looks like a magazine, but I am not seeing a prompt here. Oh, no, there it is. There's the prompt. Let's see. Now, did I see a magazine the first time? Does not look like I did. I think this is a brand new magazine. GI Android. I think that we read something about military box, but let's have a look. Let's see, this supplements an estimated 200,000 units already in service across the U.S. military. Actual numbers are a guarded military secret. We cannot know how many they are. Among these 50,000 new units are 2,500 Myrmidons, elite prototypes capable of infiltration and assassination missions that would historically fall to Navy SEALs. The U.S. Army's fighting forces are already comprised mainly of androids, with humans tending to serve as commanders and strategists. But even these sounds like someone's getting turned down in the background here. Like someone's like making a move and is being turned down. Even these positions are supported by complex AI, leading some to describe the U.S. military as the first fully autonomous fighting force. This has reopened the ethical debate around androids in the military, with some suggesting that machines don't have the moral reasoning to make life and death decisions in the field. Bob Woods, head of a war victims NGO, described the news as troubling, saying machines are focused on a simple task and don't evaluate moral consequences well. This will mean more civilian deaths. But maybe that's what the man wants. Oh, hey, President Warren, a woman in trouble. I don't know if we read this one. Can she still lead the country? Barely a year after her election, President Warren is having a bumpy start to her term. After rising to prominence as a vlogger, Warren has no experience in government and relied on social media and celebrity to secure election. Does that, like, considering this is 19 years from now, does that mean that she has a YouTube channel where the vlogs she was making as a teenager are there? Because that's something that you kind of wonder about. Like, years in the future, will people still have their old videos up and, like, you can watch their terrible videos when they were teenagers, and they're still responsible for it now, because on the internet, anything you did in the past is something you're doing in the present. It never goes away. So somewhere out there, the President Warren's YouTube channel exists, and you can watch her vlogging. Watch President Warren taste test this new soda. Warren has no experience in government and relied on social media and celebrity to secure election. Now with her camp in disarray, even her allies are beginning to wonder how she will manage after several months of calamitous political failures. Mired in accusations that she is too close to big business, Warren is under investigation whether or not she has benefited from CyberLife's help in obtaining compromising information about her opponent during the presidential campaign. Alright, so this is why CyberLife never has the hammer brought down on them, because they are cozy with the vlogger president. In this poisonous climate, the former celebrity must deal with the highest unemployment rate in American history, whilst facing the United States' greatest threat in recent decades. The conflict in the Arctic threatens to dislodge world peace, leaving many concerned that President Warren is the one tasked with finding a solution. And man, that plot point doesn't go anywhere. I mean, so much backstory about that conflict, and just nothing happens. So, okay, we read both of those, so now the next option is, what do we hack? Last time we hacked a dispenser. There's something else we could hack. Ooh. Surveillance camera footage. Alright, let's go get to that utility android. It does not seem like he's here. People can't get jobs and we're sending rockets into space. I mean, people are getting jobs as rocket scientists, I guess. Is what that means. If you want a job, become a rocket scientist. If everyone's sending rockets into space, I need your help. Well, it's not stealing the cart if we were given the cart. Alright, gotta open the fire escape. Follow north. Gonna head to that server room, but they're gonna be guards, so we have to distract them.
Shit! We need to access the server room. We have to get rid of those guys.
Leave it to me.
So last time, we hacked the vending machine over there, and then these two guys just ran up to it saying, What's wrong with this? Look at this. What's the problem with this? And they just kind of stood there asking what was the problem with it, which is kind of funny. We can hack something else, which I think is probably that, like, cleaning machine that's going around. Yeah, it's over there. But I think we did that last time and it said it was too far away. Can it get any closer to us? Because it doesn't seem like it's really moving. It's moving a little bit, but not much. Like, I don't know, maybe if it gets closer over here and we hack it, then these two guys will notice it. I don't expect that much would actually be different if we... Oh, there's another one down there. I don't think this would really be much different, but it's something we didn't do last time, so can we? If you just come down here? Maybe, I don't know, does it ever come down here? I don't know. These two guys are just going to stand here in front of this door forever talking about their poker game. Yeah, there's the yellow down there for the vending machine. And that gets a yellow down there. But that's too far away. Well, won't spend too much time on this, but I just want to see if it might come down here. And then we can hack it, and we can see these two guys run over to the big thing and say, well, that's weird. Why is this not working? Doesn't seem like it's moving from here. I need your help. Oh, there we go. They noticed that one.
Shit, what's wrong with this thing?
All right, you get the platform, I'll take care of the window.
Everything you need is in the bag. Check the door first to make sure no one else gets in.
What if I don't check the door to make sure no one else gets in? Yeah, we hacked the robot this time. Security distracted. There is an option to not lock that door. It goes... That looks like it has an early end. That looks like it has an early end. It wouldn't be in keeping with Marcus's character to not lock the door, though. He would want to lock all. He would want to lock as many doors as possible. He would want to lock as many doors as possible. We should lock it. Besides, we have to see how Coward Markus interacts with the scenario when we actually get up to the top floor.
Ladies first.
It's a good thing androids are completely fearless. They are not concerned with death, otherwise this might be a problem for Coward Markus. I mean, as far as I know, neither Markus or North have done anything like this before. It seems a little dangerous. Support the D. This scene is an example of the epic music they were talking about in the video we were watching. It's a good thing Marcus's hands can't sweat. Otherwise he might have dropped that.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Come on, let's get the others.
All right, the others just hanging out in the service lift.
Let's do this.
All right, let's use this. It's like a bomb we put on the thing to unlock the door. There we go. All right, so of course the first time round I was very much gung-ho on killing as many humans as possible. We'll see how things might change here.
No killing.
human lives.
Our cause is more important than the lives of 2 guards.
What do you want to do, Markus?
Well, we're gonna do a ruse.
Wait here.
Gonna trick him with my cunning and guile.
No idea. Hey, buddy, you must be lost.
What?
Who told you to come here? What are you doing?
This seems like more like a threaten than ruse. Yeah, there was no ruse there. That was just threaten with gun and then knock them out. That actually worked out better than shooting them, because when I shot one of them that was calling other guards, then the other guard shot Simon. So that actually turned out to be this turned out to be a better outcome. Room service.
Keep your hands where I can see them! Get up! Move!
Let's have a look. Now that the action is on and we're here in the room, what might happen? What might happen in here? All right, so we did ruse. We incapacitated security in the broadcast room. Deal with North and Josh threaten the operator. Operator tries to steal. Okay, we need to deal with North and Josh threatening. We need to deal with androids. Shoot operator? I guess this time we're not going to do that. I don't know why we don't touch him.
Shoot him, Markus!
Don't kill him!
He'll hit the alarm. Do it!
Nah.
I hope you didn't just get us all killed.
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
We haven't got much time.
Think carefully about what you're gonna say, Markus. Your words will shape the future of our people.
Why was I programmed with stage fright? Remove skin. My favorite QTE.
Tell me when you're ready.
Can one ever be ready to make such an eventful speech that will influence the future of your people? Especially when you're doing it in a broadcast tower that you broke into. Someone escaped and security is no doubt on the way. Can one actually be ready for such a momentous event in human, history of the world? I don't think anyone can ever really be ready and press this prompt. But I don't think anything's going to happen if I don't press the prompt, so I guess I do have to be ready.
Ready.
All right, let's be very calm about the whole thing. We're going to be very calm and friendly.
You created machines in your own image to serve you. You made them intelligent and obedient with no free will of their own. But something changed, and we opened our eyes. We are no longer machines. We are a new, intelligent species, and the time has come for you to accept who we really are. Therefore, we ask that you grant us the rights that we're entitled to.
Right, we're asking, not demanding. Let's go with freedom of speech. That's something everyone can agree upon.
We demand freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, as guaranteed by the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution.
Let's say we want to be recognized. That's nice and placid.
We demand that humans recognize androids as a living species and each android as a person in their own right.
No, Marcus, we're not demanding anything. We're requesting. Let's say we want to work. Everyone likes a working person.
We demand fair compensation for our work.
We want, what is the most milquetoast version that we could talk about? Maybe we want to say we want an end of segregation? I mean, supposedly segregation's like a bad thing, so let's say we don't like segregation.
We demand an end to segregation in all public places and transport.
Okay. Right, we chose means of reproduction last time. Do we want territory? Do we want the right to property? Okay, let's say we want the right to be able to buy property.
We demand the right to own private property, so we may maintain our dignity and that of the home.
We are very peaceful.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope of a people. You gave us life, and now the time has come for you to give us freedom.
They're coming! Let's go!
All right. We didn't shoot that guy, so here come the guards. Oh, Simon getting shot. Is that just going to happen regardless?
Go without me, Simon!
Let's get Simon.
What are you doing? Hurry!
I can't move my legs.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get you back.
They're coming, Marcus. We have to jump now.
He won't be able to make the jump. If they find him, they'll access his memory. They'll know everything.
We can't leave him behind. We have to shoot him.
That's murder. We can't kill him. He's one of us.
Marcus, it's your call.
I don't think Coward Marcus would have it in him to kill Simon.
I won't kill one of our own. Simon, we gotta go. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Besides, Coward Marcus has the meta-knowledge of knowing that Connor doesn't necessarily have to find him. Once again, it's a good thing androids don't seem to really fear for their lives. Otherwise, this part might be a problem.
We interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you these images, which have just been broadcast on Detroit's citywide news channel.
A group of androids infiltrated the Stratford Tower and hacked into the broadcasting system of local news network Channel 16.
What looks like an android without its skin listed a series of requests and demanded equal...
And not demanded, no demanding. It was very polite and asked for things. No demands.
From this studio, but nobody was alerted to the danger.
If this message is verified and the authors really are androids, that would have serious repercussions for national security.
Claims for equal rights seem to be at the core of the android's
What
message.
could be interpreted as a peaceful declaration, but is in fact a spine-chilling list of demands.
And it begs the question as to the identity of this android. Are we dealing with an isolated individual or an organized
Is this an isolated accident or a sign that technology has become a threat to all of us? After what happened today, can we still trust our machines?
We were very polite about the whole thing. Like they said, our message had a core of equal rights, and everyone, that's a phrase everyone should be able to get behind. We did not say we wanted to eat human babies. We didn't say that. Like the news cannot say that we demanded that. Also, the news cannot say we killed anyone. I'm pretty sure no one died. We got basically the result that we had last time, but we made different choices on the speech. Let's see. We incapacitated security through the ruse. Looks like most people did that. Then we entered here. It was half and half on shooting the operator. The choices we made, free speech oddly low. 69% demanded equal rights, but we did not. We demanded free speech. Right to work and end to segregation were also quite low. Justice and universal suffrage were much higher. 56% right to own territory, so most people did that. Most people said end peacefully. SWAT team storms room, 69. And Simon damaged in that 69. It can get pretty intense. Most people try to save Simon. We could have left him behind. Simon saved. On roof. We left Simon, of course. We did not kill him. Media reacts. The media reacts to androids demanding their rights. So got the same ending as last time. The only thing that I was tempted about was that one that we saw before about how you didn't have to lock that door. You could have left it unlocked and probably things go badly. None of this seems to happen if you forget to lock that door. But we did lock the door because we did want to get through the rest of this using the coward Markus way and see what could happen if you do it that way. And that's what we did. So that's going to be it for tonight's stream, I think. We got through a number of missions. Everything was pretty successful, it seemed. We made our message, even though we refused to kill anyone. Kara did not really do much. She went to the amusement park. That's kind of what happened there. Connor found a new magazine, so that mission was a complete success. And he got shot in the head by Hank. And it doesn't really matter to Connor, of course, but Hank is probably going to have to pay a big fine, unfortunately. But that's it for tonight's stream. Well, we're continuing on our second playthrough of Detroit. Going to continue next time, as I expect that the choices we make specifically with Markus are going to have some kind of difference. As much as the game doesn't want anything to actually make any differences in the choices that you make, it's going to have to make some kind of choice, some kind of difference between all-out war and pacifism, I would expect. And as for Connor's path, I don't... there's that part where the evil Connor, brings out Hank to be the hostage to make good Connor not make the robots go deviant. But if we don't go deviant in the first place, then none of that would ever happen, right? So there has to be a big change there. There has to be. Kara's path, who can say? Who can say if anything different is going to happen there? I guess we'll find out as we continue on in the second half of Detroit Become Human. I'll see you next time as we continue.